how do you deal with criticism?
I love it.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not a normal human. I put a lot of work in. So criticism doesn't really mean anything.
It doesn't affect you at all.
No. It's an opinion.
Mm.
And opinions aren't real. They're made up. Who's the greatest basketball player of all time?
Who am I say?
You know, a bunch of people are going to say Jordan.
Yeah.
A bunch of people are going to say LeBron. A bunch of people are going to say Kobe. A bunch of people are going to say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Some people are going to say Wilt Chamberlain or Bill Russell. What's the truth? None. I think it's Michael Jordan. By a long shot, actually. But that's my opinion. It's not truth. So when someone is critical of me, I know that it's not truth. They're making stuff up in their mind.
And why do you think they do it sometimes? I see you're just casually giving information about a topic, and somebody will come in, they'll talk about your voice, talk about your looks, talk about you're on drugs and such like that. Just come in with such hate, and you don't ever wonder, like, where does that come from? What did you do to trigger that?
I know exactly where it comes from. It just comes from their mind. It's just an illusion. I mean, it's so obvious because look at all the people that scream out, scam, scam, this is a scam. And it's like, have you seen any of the testimonials? He's a quack.
Creep.
Creep. Have you seen any of the work? Nope. That's called willful ignorance. They're choosing to be ignorant. Ignorant means ignore. Ignore.
Do you think there's any way that you can turn around these people at all? Or do they just gotta come to the water?
So hate and love are very close together. The two sides of the coin. How much space on the coin is there between heads and tails?
Not that much.
Not that much. So anyone that hates me can love me like that. But it goes the other way. Anyone that loves me can hate me like that. So all these people that love me, they could turn on me at any moment. I already know that.
Have you had any people turn on you?
In my life? Oh, many.
Oh, I guess with the Dr. Reese brand.
I don't recall any off the top of my head. But there are a few that didn't like me and now they do. Like, oh, I thought you were a creepy quack, but I watched your videos for 3 months and now I like you.
Yeah.
You know, every now and again there's something like that. But for the most part, it's just, yeah, it's more people.
What about like close friends?
Close friends?
Yeah. Or it's just like, mutuals, friends that you had before you were.
Criticism?
Yeah. Switched on you. Anything like that.
Oh, I've had people try and screw me over in my life for sure. For sure. I mean, it'll be in my memoir, but yeah, I had an intern, a guy on my team, completely hijack all my social media. That was 2011. That's what sent me down the spiritual path, actually.
So you lost everything at that point?
I thought I did at the time because he turned it off. I didn't know that you could pause an account at the time. Nobody did. Social media was so new. How old were you guys in 2011?
Like 10. 10 maybe.
Yeah.
No, 12.
Well, for me, it was like,
You were like 5.
No, I think social media was so new. I didn't know what to do. I called the police. Police came to the house like, what do you want me to do?
You talking about?
But there's nobody knows what to do back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, this kid, it was some real grimy stuff. And he assumed that I did something bad to him. And I didn't.
So it didn't even happen. And
No, there's no reason for me to lie. The chances of him seeing this video are slim to none. So I have no reason to lie about it. He assumed something and then seeked revenge.
Wow.
And it was quite a nasty revenge too. He hijacked all social media, changed photos, the whole 9 yards.
in 2011, was that when you were doing Eat the Sunlight?
No, I was still in the radio business.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yes, I was doing Eat the Sunlight on the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a lot of information that I will be revealing about that incident because it was a huge shift in my life.
Yeah, so you said this was the part where you started to be more spiritual. And so that was the journey when you started your mindfulness?
Yeah, because I had a satori. Things were so dark. Because I was plotting to kill him. Just put that out there.
Well,
I was literally planning my revenge.
Yeah.
And I had the muscle to do it. I knew people in the street. I was involved in hip hop. Hip hop comes from the streets. So I was just getting ready to
do what you got to do.
I was getting ready to, pull a mobster move. And I just...
What stopped you? What point were you just like, it's not even worth it?
Yeah, it just my mind went so dark. And then all of a sudden I just went into this bliss. So I had a satori, and it didn't last long, maybe a few hours, and then I came back from that and was like, the suffering started again, and I was like, whatever that was, I want that back. So my attention shifted, and I ended up going to an ashram in New York. Didn't even know what an ashram was at the time. But I just went down that path, and then I met my spiritual father over there at the ashram, and off to the races I went. Things just completely changed. So, yeah, I mean, once you learn how the mind works, it's just so much easier to navigate life. So much easier. That's why I teach it.
It's like a science.
It's a cheat code. It's a cheat code.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's like you work on the mind. You put hard work into the mind to make life easy. But if you don't keep up on that, then life gets hard. Just
being able to handle the speed bumps. Because there's going to be speed bumps. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be crap. Someone's going to die. It's inevitable. And someone's going to die unexpectedly. And so you need to be able to handle all this. So when you put the work in, you're able to handle it. So yeah, I suppose easy could work. Easier.
Yeah, because you just have the tools.
Yeah, it's like muscles.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you work out a little bit, you can pick up the heavy thing a lot better. The person that doesn't work out is like, oh, my back. Oh, and they're all sore the next day. So that's all it really is. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, back in 2011, I wasn't a regular human being. And I couldn't handle criticism well at all. Even probably 5 years after that. But I was working on it. Working on it and working on it and working on it and working on it. And you could just dedicate yourself and keep working on it.
5 years after. So it's pretty long time. Well,
Yeah.
you were doing it all on your own, right?
Well, I had my spiritual father, my mentor, who I met at the ashram in 2012, July 2012. And he mentored me for 7 years until he disappeared.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. And then I went and got another mentor. But the first one is the father, the spiritual father, because he's the one that plants the seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever wonder where this guy went?
I have no idea.
He ever warned you that he was going to disappear?
No, he told me.
Oh.
He said, this will be our last conversation, and everything that I've communicated with you comes from silence. So if you ever want to tap into it, be silent. Take care.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the blue antelope. Call him the blue antelope.
So this is where the pauses in your speech come from. You started to slow down a lot more.
No, that happened in 2018. That happened after.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it's part of it. It was part of your journey, right?
Yes, it was part of the journey. Yeah. 7 years of sort of a half-ass practice.
Yeah.
And then 2018, I got serious. And that's when I came back to him like, I'm serious now. And he's like, nope. I'm disappearing.
Wow.
And so I had to find another mentor.
Very interesting.
But yeah, now criticism is not a problem at all. Even from close people. When you're on the journey of mindfulness, you'll actually find that you get angry even more because you're working on something. And then when you get triggered, you get mad at yourself for getting triggered. And so this is what Gautama the Buddha would call the two arrows. So you get hit with one arrow, and then here comes the second arrow, which you created yourself.
Yeah. Interesting.
And then you get mad at yourself for getting mad at yourself.
Yeah.
Third arrow.
Third arrow. Yeah. And so there's a lot of moments. Like I remember when I was at the ashram, I mean, it was the most incredible, life-changing week of my life. And the drive home was just unbelievable.
Oh, so you stayed there for
a whole week.
Oh.
The retreat. And I drove home like, I'm changed. This is unbelievable. And then you get back with your mother. And mom knows how to trigger you more than anyone. And that's the test.
Yeah.
One of the great spiritual teachers of our time, Ram Dass, used to say that. He's like, if you want to test yourself, go hang out with your mother. But funny. I remember it clear, like getting really upset. And then after I was upset, I'm like, why am I getting upset? I just had this amazing week and I thought I was transformed. And it turns out after talking to so many people that it's normal. It's part of the process. It's part of the healing. It's part of the cleansing, that you're actually going to get more angry. Whatever it is that you have is going to increase.
Yeah.
You're going to get more angry. You're going to get more scared. You're going to get more jealous. Everything's going to increase because it's got to come out.
So it's truly like that rubber band effect.
Yeah, it's going to come back.
And finally you're free.
Yeah.
Up in the air somewhere.
Yeah. So now criticism doesn't bother me whatsoever. And as you know, I call myself a fake doctor, and, I troll people back sometimes, and, it just doesn't bother me at all.
But you're changing the name of what you're changing the look of what a doctor is, because everybody's like, oh, doctor's supposed to be serious and stuff. And people will say that to you. Like, you're not taking anything serious.
Right.
It's
Some people mention my shirt because my shirt's open sometimes.
Where's the rule saying that a doctor can't have fun, man?
Have fun and be relaxed.
Yeah.
And, Yeah.
You're healing people. You have the results. Like, what else do you need?
It's all on video. It's all on video. Like I said, it's willful ignorance. It's hearing the story that this guy, Michael Jordan, jumped from the free throw line and dunked the ball. And you're like, you got to see this. And the other person's like, I don't want to see that. That guy sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see that. This guy sucks. He's horrible. He shouldn't even be in the NBA. Garbage. Like, no, look, he's flying in the air. Nope, can't look. And that's what it is. And people are programmed. And once you understand that people are programmed from their subconscious mind, from this computer that's in your skull, it's even more powerful than forgiveness. It's acceptance. Do you really want to get mad at the dog for barking? Do you really want to get mad for the tornado throwing houses all over the place? The dog and the tornado are normal. It's life. Accept it. People are going to be critical, especially when they can hide behind the computer.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
They're keyboard courageous warriors. So you just accept it. And thank you. Thank you for your opinion. That's all.
Jumpstart your head-to-toe healing journey with the Dr. Reese book trilogy. Peace Over Pain is the cult classic that explains how head-to-toe healing works and how the medical monopoly doesn't. Reverse the Cause lays out the root causes to over 60 chronic conditions. And Dinner with Dr. Reese is a unique cookbook that contains 100 recipes without the destructive pour for foods. Together, all 3 books set you on a path to head-to-toe healing. Get yours today on Amazon, Audible, or peaceoverpain.com. Also, if you'd like to ask a question, tune in every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern for Dr. Reese Live.